esports fans. I'm Umlaut A. This is
I'm just here with my balls.
It's unknown HD. Anyways, coming back sadly off of those both those 2-0 loss, or I guess 0-2 loss from the Bulldogs here. Both those map losses, and then they lost in the scrimmage. We did have some technical difficulties, so we didn't catch the end of Nepal. But just so everybody's aware, Bulldogs did lose Nepal. They played a friendly scrimmage on Eichenwald, and they did lose that just by like the grit of their teeth.
A hair.
Literally
Yes.
the grit of their teeth.
Yes.
Was super close. So Bulldogs, I think they, for being down their best player, they held their own.
Oh,
for
sure.
They had no business playing as well as they did against that team, in my opinion. So I think they could have won it at the end of the day. And I think if Telus was here, they definitely could have won it. So, but they did really good.
I like to see the progression of the confidence building throughout the maps. At the very beginning, they played the first map, and yes, they lost, but you could see they were making some mistakes here and there. But going into the second map, you could see they were starting to capitalize. They were communicating. They were doing everything they could right, but in the end, they were just a better team.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you could see the progression. It was very amazing to watch.
Yeah, that other team had a couple Grandmasters on their team, and the Bulldogs have 0 without Telebos. So
Yeah.
I think that showed something really big about the Bulldogs, where they're very well-rounded, and their teamwork really kind of throws them together. They know how to play as a team. They do a really good job of it as well. So I really think that really held the Bulldogs high there as well. I think it was just kind of an outskilled match. I think the Bulldogs kind of got outskilled there, and that was definitely really unfortunate. But now coming into this next series, who are we playing against next?
We're going against California State Polytechnic University.
All right, Polytechnic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Oh, yes.
So did a little bit of scouting beforehand. Have a little bit of info that I shared with the team first, obviously. So what I did find out from just checking the enemy teams, BattleNet tags on things like Overbuff and Master Overwatch, they have about an average SR of about 3,800. Bulldogs is a lot lower than that. The last team is about 3,500, if that makes a difference. So, like, the Bulldogs were able to, I think they could have won that last game if they had, just played a little bit better. But, playing against this team, that's an extra 300 SR. So, Bulldogs, might not make it. By the way, join the game. I tried pointing when my hand was up there, trying to be sleeky. Anyways, I don't know. I think the Bulldogs have a really big opportunity here to win and have a big opportunity to come through against this team, but that's some high SRs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's a very high average SR.
It's gonna be a very interesting game, and I'm hoping that Bulldogs will play to that level.
Yeah, I hope they can hopefully compete.
Yes.
And even if they are getting beat, I want to just bounce back to what I said before we started this, when I said that, wow, these teams have, a lot higher average SR than us. I want the Bulldogs, even if they're losing, I don't want them to take this as, oh, man, we're freaking losing, guys. This sucks. I want them to be like, okay, we're losing. What are they doing right? Let's learn from that. And that's the attitude they hopefully have going into this. Now, I think Bulldog Crimson here is not, they're not the team that gets super toxic when they're losing. They like everybody.
Every team gets a
they
little
kinda,
bit toxic.
They whine and complain a little bit. But at the end of the day, they're not, super... I don't know how to describe it any other way. They're not super toxic to each other. They don't attack each other personally, which is really good.
Right.
Because we're all here. We, at least on Crimson, we all know that we're here to learn and we're here to grow as players and as a gaming community as a whole.
Yeah, they understand that it's not one person losing or one person winning the game for them. It's a team-based game, and if you guys lose or win, it's because of a team.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a team-based game, and fun fact I learned this weekend after the whole almost Blizzard falling apart with Overwatch thing that happened over the weekend. I think I learned something that during the beta, something Siegel said, is that the team that the Blizzard team didn't want you to ever be able to solo queue in ranked, and that it was only going to be 6 stacks. So only 6 stacks could join into rank. So you had to have a team pre-built in order to even play. So
I think that'd be a fun game mode.
I think they should have 2 ranked ladders.
I agree, yes.
Yeah. I think that would be really
2 different modes. I think if they want to introduce that, that'd be a great idea, but do not make that the only rank.
No, absolutely. I think solo queue has become too important a part of the game. Now, if we bounce back to Bulldogs, I think their team play is a lot better than their solo queue play. If it shows anything, they can compete against some teams that have a lot higher average SRs than them and compete very well against them. So I think that their individual SR is not apparent in comparison to what their team SR would be. Now, Tespa has their own little like SR brackets, and like it's not comparable at all. Like I think theirs is like 1400 or something like that, and we're still like we're very high up the Tespa ladder. Coming into this week, we were 73 out of like 290 something. So I don't think it's not necessarily comparable, but I think the Bulldogs, if they had a team SR, it would be a lot higher than their average SR. So definitely something to take note of. What's the first map we're going to be coming through here on?
We're going to be playing on Busan.
Gotcha. Okay,
it's a new map.
Yeah, it is the new map. Each section of the map is very, very, very different. It's kind of like Nepal, where you can see different compositions coming through here. Mecha base is it's very goats heavy. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some May play as well. Now, I don't think it's down. I think it's downtown. I think downtown.
I like that one because I'm a Widow main.
Yeah, it's definitely just where I was going there. It's a Widow heavy map, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Widow play coming out of the enemy team. I just don't know if the Bulldogs have a Widow player without.
Oh yeah, Telos played the Widow.
Yeah,
you're right.
We might see some Wolf, maybe. And Ana can maybe do it. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Adam as well.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Adam on Widow.
Yeah, when we first kind of formed as a team, we did some Widow headshot matches together, and Adam was leading those lobbies. It was him and Talos. So I think Adam's got some really good aim.
Not surprised.
I know he plays a lot of Ana in the
That's
comp
my
ladder.
point. When he uses Ana, he's actually deadly accurate with either scoping or no scoping. Because we know the projectile from no scoping is there, and when you're using a Widow going from an Ana, it's not that much different.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see if Adam will be using a Widow here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the Bulldogs have a big a big chance here to show how, who else can play Widow. Who else can play the Widow here? Who else can be that person on the team who can, come away as a big hit scan?
Who's going to step up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so let's see what the Bulldogs can do. Not too sure how much longer until the game starts, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Wolf maybe play the hit scan as well.
Yeah, Wolf's always been a very well-rounded player in general.
Now the last map is, I don't know what it's actually called. It's got a big bongo in the middle, or like drum or some kind of thing in the middle. I don't know what it is.
What?
It's got some.
Are you talking about the next map in the series?
Yeah. Well, no, it's on Busan. That's
okay,
the
Busan.
Stages. There's 3 stages in
Oh,
Busan.
yeah.
It's like some kind of like drum in the middle.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what it is.
You can stand up
on top. You can get like on top of it and stand on it. I don't know if it caps the point if you're on top of it.
No, it doesn't. Oh wait, yes, it does. If you're Farah and you stand on top of it, it counts to capping it.
I think that's a goats map, but I don't know. I haven't seen enough play of it. In professional play, what would be really good there? It seems very goats.
It's not a good sightline map.
Yeah,
it's literally in the middle.
So the really interesting thing is how low the skybox is in that map. So Farah's not super great there because she can't get very high. She can't get high off the ground, which is super unfortunate. So
weird why they would incorporate that.
Probably because she would wreak havoc on a map like that.
Yeah, because the whole map is open. Yeah. That makes sense.
Does look like we are going to jump into the game here. So let's see what the Bulldogs are going to be running.
Oh, I saw an Ashe there.
I did see an Ashe. Are the Bulldogs, I think we're allowed to play Ashe here in the Tespa thing.
We are.
So
I think that's part of the rules. I do believe so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I hope to see an Ashe, actually, because we will be seeing her using competitive. So going into I know she's brand new and she's not allowed to be used in competitive in the base game right now. She is using casual. But if we can see her being used in a competitive scene, this collegiate scene, that would be amazing. But it looks like we will not be seeing that. We will be seeing a traditional comp coming from the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Milk on the Brigida. I think we're going to see some goats here. Which map is this now? It's, here, pull the tab off. It does look like it's mecha base. So, it is mech base. Not too sure what the Bulldogs are going to be running here. Sorry for technical difficulties. We don't have in-game sound. There it goes. Now I got in-game sound. Beautiful. All right. Bulldogs coming through here. Let's see what they can do on mech base. It is very goats heavy. Anyways, Bulldogs coming through. Let's see what they can do. Going in the underground on Busan. Now, on the mecha base here, with these mobile platforms that kind of go up and down, that's huge play for the Bulldogs. You know, that can be, like, absolutely massive for... Wow. Those look like Wonder gets picked off very early on the Lucio. Bry getting picked off as well on the Zarya. Really unfortunate here. It does look like it might be a lost fight here for the Bulldogs, but they are... Milk getting 2 big kills himself. Reinhardt going down from the Bulldogs. Bulldogs even. This is even right now. Wolf not able to dump enough healing in. Lucio back for the Bulldogs as well, but the enemy team is going to be staggering back in as well, so it does look like this is an even fight, but I don't think the Bulldogs are going to be able to cap. Wonder trying to get onto the point, but unable to do so. Really unfortunate the Bulldogs really weren't able to get that cap so they can get that percentage off.
Yeah, you really saw the Bulldogs try to charge the site, but you saw California also go up top and do a dive onto the site with those sight lines, and you just can see... Wow, this is a major high noon coming in from California, using that high noon to take out the D.Va and the Lucio. Looks like California will be winning this fight, but as I was saying, California did that high ground push, and that high ground push allowed them to dive the site as well as keeping the McCree and the Hanzo up top, keeping those sight lines.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think the Bulldogs, you know, it's really unfortunate that Wonder got picked off in that first fight too. That was really kind of unluckers because then the Bulldogs are going into that first fight very early down. You know, I think, wow, the Nano Rhine with the Shatter, yeah, it's kind of a lost fight at that point. That's what happens when you see, you know, a hyper-aggressive Goats team.
Which is... Honestly,
what ultimates do they have on the other team now that they could commit 3 ults to that? Or no, was that 2? That was 2.
That was 2. That was 2.
Nano Shatter.
Yes.
Nano Shatter.
Nano Shatter.
Okay. Ricochet already getting stunned by the enemy McCree. Just look at the enemy Reinhardt coming in, pinning Ricochet. Someone dropped a grab. Not too sure who it was. I thought I heard a grab. Oh, Ricochet booping 2 off. He kills himself in the process. Booping. Oh, Adam getting a kill onto the McCree as well. Looks like the Bulldogs going to be able to clean up here and get a cap off. Huge, you know, even though Ricochet killed himself in the process, I think that was huge.
Totally worth it.
That was a big stagger on the Ana as well. Yeah, it was totally worth it in the long run because Ricochet will get back in the end as well. And you know, nobody got ult charge off of him dying. You know, I think that was just poor positioning from the enemy team. And you know, I think I'm really interested to see what the next map is because obviously this is like a newer map. You know, so like I want to see how the other team plays on a map that they're super familiar with. As well. So Bulldogs might just be able to take advantage here of the unfamiliarness, I guess, of this you know, this team here. They are able to kill the enemy Reinhardt, but one of the Bulldogs goes down in the process. Genji Blade coming in on here on Wonder. It looks like he's getting plenty of healing, and the Genji's able to make it out alive as well. Bry going down in the process. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do to hold this fight. Looks like they're probably able to kill that Lucio. Big combo coming in from Milk, but Milk getting killed in the process from the Genji. Ricochet throwing himself behind the enemy team. I don't necessarily know if that was great positioning there from Ricochet. He probably was trying to hit a pillar there and was able to do so. You know, it doesn't look like the Bulldogs are going to be able to win this fight. Losing Wonder in the process. Ricochet going down as well. Adam should probably just... You know, Bulldogs actually have control right now. So, it was probably smart that Adam just staggered himself on the point there because Bulldogs have control and they have point charge. Now, this next fight is going to be the last fight here for the Bulldogs. Is once they reach 85%, that's going to be it. That's the last... that's kind of signaling this is last fight territory. So Bulldogs gonna come in here, and it does look like they're gonna get grav. This is gonna be gross. Yeah, the Bulldogs are gonna get wrecked coming through here. It was really unfortunate that the walls were up on point because the D.Va bomb wasn't able to really get a full use, you know, around. Milk trying his best to deal damage to get healing on himself. Wolf coming out of there as well, trying to get healing as well. Genji Blade coming through, wrecking the enemy, or wrecking Adam, finally punishing him, and Ricochet going down in the process. Bulldogs did get a kill on the fight. Milk getting another kill on the McCree. Not too sure what the Bulldogs are going to be able to do here as Wolf's dumping healing onto the Lucio. They did force them off the point. If the Bulldogs can just get a cap off and maybe get some percentage, this could be victorious for the Bulldogs, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so as many of them are just staggering and dying in the process.
Ooh, the Hammond coming in from Adam doing so much damage, using that Wrecking Ball to his advantage as much as he can, trying to bring out that overtime as well. Ricochet making a huge charge, but in the end, not successful for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, not successful for the Bulldogs. You know, I think that 61% was a good amount. You know, I didn't expect you know, them to get that push so cleanly as well. They got that push extremely clean. You know, it looks like we're going into downtown here, your favorite map. Reinhardt can actually sing on that karaoke. Ricochet's going to try and do it here. Pull the tab off. Pull the tab off. Switch to Ricochet if you can. He's singing. Yep. He's the only hero that can do that on the mic, by the way.
Really?
There's a little F hitbox. You just probably saw it on his screen. It
Yes,
does
I
look like
did.
the Bulldogs going to be running dive here as they expect the Widow play coming from California Polytechnic.
I would guess.
California
I would
State?
guess so. Yes.
Is it California State Polytechnic?
It's California State Polytechnic University. Yes.
They have a mascot?
They are technically called the Bronco Esports.
Okay, Broncos. Okay,
We'll
Broncos.
just call them the Broncos.
Broncos and the Bulldogs. Easy
All right.
enough. All right, Bulldogs going to come through here. That looks like they're playing against a Ryan Zarya comp. I think that could be really good for the Bulldogs if they can play their dive comp right. Now, without Telos's huge Discord orbs, they're putting massive amounts of pressure onto that Reinhardt. If they could get another shield bash onto him, that could spell trouble for them. Ricochet getting very low in the process. Looks like they're losing their Brigida, but the enemy team lost their Reinhardt, and that's going to be awful for California as
Adam
Bulldogs are
making
cleaning stuff up.
huge work.
Bry and Ricochet down, or not Ricochet, sorry. Bry and Milk down in the process, but Ricochet getting some cleanup kills with his little Shocky Shock. So,
Shocky shot.
little Shocky Shock. Play some Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. That's what it looks like he's doing now.
Especially Wonder's yellow skin on Genji.
Ooh, I prefer Let's Go Eevee. That's what I bought. I bought Let's Go Eevee. It's really fun. It's really weird. It's like you catch Pokemon instead of battling them, like in the wild, like when you run through the grass. It's like Pokemon Go. It's weird. Anyways, as we go into this next fight. Does look like the Bulldogs are, they're playing a little passive here, waiting for the enemy team to engage so they can probably try to dive their back line. Ricochet jumping up, trying to dive down onto the enemy team. It does look like he's getting nanoed as the enemy Genji was biotic naded is what it looked like to me, and Wonder was able to finish him off with Ricochet's health. Enemy Ana going down in the process as well, and he knocked him into the health pack.
Stay in the
But
corner.
that's okay. He's going to force him into the corner. He's going to give him lots of love.
Lots of love.
Milk does die in the process as the enemy Reinhardt's able to finish him, but Adam able to finish off the enemy Reinhardt. So the Bulldogs should be able to group back up and be able to
have two
redefend here. Bulldogs have all the ult percentage that they could really kind of need right now. What's the other ultimate with
Sneaky.
this? What's the so they do have Nano Blade. So they have Nano Blade, which is massive, which is what you want for this next fight. So and it does look he's coming through with the Nano Blade
And
onto
he's
the
nano.
Ana, and he gets it as well. That was huge. Now the enemy Lucio did kind of did beat it as a response, and both Anas on both teams are down. Now Wonder's down as well. Really unfortunate that that their Ana died in the process. Wolf died in the process, and now it looks like the enemy team's coming in with a blade of their own, and they're able to pick off Ricochet, killing Adam in the process. Adam going down as well. And Milk. Yeah, it was just that's a lost fight.
That Genji with the grab did decimate Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs do have 84%.
Bry
Like you
down
said.
his cooldowns as well. He might get staggered here. This is really bad. He needs healing. Yeah, please give it to him. Okay, there we go.
Like you said, though, the sweet number is 85. So 84 is close enough, right?
You're right. 84 is close enough. It should be fine. They probably will be able to stagger back onto point, and I think the Bulldogs should be able to hold that.
Ooh, the shatter coming in. Bulldogs are making quick work of them being aggressive, pushing them back completely, but the Bulldogs have to capitalize on some of these kills here. As you can see, Bry is on the point.
Yeah, it does look like Bry's he's trying to bait the enemy team into looking behind them at him, and it does look like the Bulldogs, this is a lost fight. Milk getting the res off, but, he dies in the process, and Wolf's probably going to die here now too. Now they're down their res for the next fight, and lots of staggers going off as well. Can I hit tab just for a second so we can see? Now the enemy team doesn't have anybody to really counter Afara, which Wonder is now on, but Wonder did die in that last fight. But I think that's fine. I think he should still run through one more time on this Farah. Let's see what they can do. They have some time, but it does look like there was a cheeky Reinhardt play.
Got ricocheted.
He got ricocheted. That's Ricochet special right there. He loves to sit behind the enemy team when they're not noticing and get those fat pins. I know for a fact he probably laughed after he died from that because that's what he does a lot. Wonder very low already. The Bulldogs lost that fight very quickly, and this is coming on last fight territory. Yeah, with the sleep on Ricochet, this is last fight.
Look at Bry. Sneaky peeky.
Sneaky Bry.
Sneaky
He's
Bry.
coming through.
He has his ult too. If he didn't give away his position.
No, that's fine. He probably could have got the stick there as well.
Yeah.
On the brig coming through. Oh! Unable to get the stick off. Unfortunate. Big Pharah ultimate coming through. The enemy Ana does kill Wonder in the process, but the Genji and the Zarya down. Those are what you really kind of want and need for big combos, and now they're down those. So looks like the Bulldogs could actually capitalize and win this fight. The enemy Reinhardt is very low. They need to finish him now before he gets healing. Huge. Does look like the Bulldogs might win this map here on Busan. Wow. You know, they're at 85%. This is plenty of time for the enemy team to actually regroup, though. This is actually going to, you know, this might actually stress the Bulldogs. This is one last fight. Let's see what the Bulldogs have. What do they have for ults?
Nothing besides a grab.
Unfortunate. Okay. Oh, Wonder getting a big pick on the Brigitte there. I don't think the enemy team has a Mercy either, so there's no res coming out. But Bri does die in the process. Ricochet getting the kill onto the Ana. That's it for healing for them. They're not getting any more. Finish off that Reinhardt, and let's see what they can do. There we go. Big kills, big kills, big kills, boys. That's what we like to see. Right there. Forcing the Zarya off point. She's not going to be able to recontest. Maybe? Nope, not able to get there. Bulldogs taking that second map.
They capitalized. They communicated. They worked well together, and everything in the end clicked.
I think they learned from their first series.
They did.
Yeah, they definitely did.
That was amazing. Huge. That was a great play.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think
this
map. I don't like this. I don't like this stage of Busan.
Neither do I.
At all.
I agree.
At all. I think it's
It's horrible for sightlines. It's horrible for skyboxes. It's just a well-rounded map of being bad.
Yeah. I don't really know. What is it? What comp are they running here?
Okay,
so they're running a Hanzo. They're running a Pharah. I think the issue with running a Pharah on this is the skybox.
The skybox,
so
we
low.
talked about that
it's
earlier.
It's very low. I think it can work though, especially if they're not really like challenged by anybody else. It does look like Wonder's coming through here. You know what that red line is on Pharah? Like that on her jetpack. So if you rocket boost like that, when your white line is above that red line, you'll have a full jet packet charge by the time that ability's done. That's what that's there for. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Bulldogs are making quick work here. They're playing well. They're using this statue to their advantage. Ricochet getting a good pick on that Lucio, as well as getting taken down, but Bulldogs are hopefully going to capitalize on that, especially making these plays with the 77% charge on Adam. Hopefully Bulldogs can keep this even from getting capped.
He's 100% now.
Huge plays.
Nice.
Bri picking up some quick picks using the Hanzo, doing a lot of damage in the back here. Even though Bulldogs did lose their main tank, they capitalized.
That was awesome.
Well played.
That was a good play from the Bulldogs. Very impressed to see them, come through after that, pretty decisive 0-2 loss there.
Yes. I think they used that statue to their advantage as a wall.
Yeah, that's good. It always, I think positioning is like the biggest thing for players who aren't very high on the competitive bracket. When the biggest thing that they need to work on is probably positioning. Playing behind that tower is super important. Adam getting very low in the process. The grab coming through, but the Dragon's coming through as well. Trying to zone out the enemy team so they couldn't push through on the Bulldogs, but they were unable to stop that. It does look like two of them are getting picked. Ricochet coming through. He's very low, getting the pin on the Lucio, but he is going to get killed in the process. That's going to be the only kill from the Bulldogs in that fight.
That's okay. 40%
yeah,
good.
40%. They did get team killed as well, so they're going to be able to come back together, which is good. Nobody's getting a stagger. They're going to be able to come back all together, which is good.
Look at these ults.
So, yeah, Bulldogs coming through here. They're coming through rally early into the fight. Coming in with that extra armor. They do want that. Sometimes you want to come in early with extra armor. Sometimes you want to pop it as soon as the fight begins, because then you'll come through and you'll be getting constant healing and armor during the fight. So it's just kind of like a preference thing or like situational. Does look like the Bulldogs going to try to run through here.
The shatter was completely denied.
Oh, unfortunate. It did look like the enemy Reinhardt did jump, so you think it would have hit, but Reinhardt's kind of broken. Anyways, needs more healing. It does look like Bri is trying to pick out that high noon McCree, but it doesn't look like they're able to do that. Brian, it's just a sticky situation
the grab.
Yeah, that's going to keep them off point long enough for the Bulldogs to get some cap charge. They need more picks. They need more kills as Wonder and Milk both die in the process. The Bulldogs need to get more kills. Able to oh my god.
As we say, get more kills.
Get more kills.
Adam doing some work.
Dying though in the process.
Does not have any healing.
Yeah, it didn't matter because the Bulldogs were losing some of their own in the process. They needed to focus down somebody, and that's why they lost that fight.
Yes, Mouse 1 coming in from Brig.
She is a very high skill player or hero.
I mean, if you don't have any skill,
you can't play her.
You can't play Brig.
You can't play Brig. Why are we nerfing Brig?
True, facts. That's the questions that need to be answered.
Anyways, enemy team's coming in with Rally here on defense in this fight. It's smart to kind of wait it out so that way they're not getting extra healing or charge off this as well. Bulldog's gonna try to come through here. They're playing a little passive. They're just sticking their feet in the water, figuring out how hot it is, and they figured it's not too hot, so they're gonna try and jump in. But it does look like they get grabbed, and the Reinhardt is nano trying to build alt charge from him, and it looks like most of the Bulldogs die. He does waste a shatter there. They didn't need that. Enemy team wasting a shatter. Wonder should be able to get out in time though. Thankfully.
94% 84% though.
Yeah.
That's not good. They used all
That's
their
it.
ults.
Oh
for
no,
a
that's
reason.
actually it. Oh yeah,
Yup.
I didn't even realize.
They used all their ults for a reason.
I don't think Wonder realized how much
I don't
time
think
they
he
had
did.
either.
I
Wow,
really don't.
super unfortunate there for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs were looking good.
I think a lot of it came down to communication there at the end. I don't think they were
agree.
focusing down the same targets.
And
You know,
this map though.
I think at the end of they skipped to play the game.
All right.
Who's hosted this game? Excuse me. It's the other team. Excuse me. I wanted to see that play of the game. Unluckers.
So
All
I mean,
serious.
going in, the map that the Bulldogs won, it looked great. 99% coming in on California's side, the Broncos, and then the Bulldogs just kind of go in and they're like, "All right, this is our site. We're gonna go
had
in."
99. We already had 84%.
We had 84, and we're gonna push the rest of the way.
We got this.
You're in our way.
Yeah.
I like that
19
mentality.
Yeah.
But going into that was kind of upsetting. But they did really good in the beginning. They showed that they had the confidence, the attacking metabolism when it comes to holding that site.
Yeah.
But right when those ults started happening, ults from both sides were kind of being wasted.
Yeah, I think Bry's using his dragons a lot, what seems as zoning, and I can't tell if he's actually trying to hit targets with that, but it seems like he's trying to zone, and he's constantly just off just by a little bit. So hopefully the Bulldogs will be able to come through here on this next map.
So let's look at this lineup.
Yeah, it does look like it's a pretty typical GOATS comp here on this one. I don't necessarily think that this is on attack. This is kind of, in my opinion, the pinnacle GOATS map.
Yes.
It's always kind of been like, this is the first map I think I saw GOATS used in Overwatch League as well. To me, this is what you play GOATS on. So I'm not surprised we're seeing GOATS here, especially with the Roadhog. Like, this is, I think the original GOATS comp didn't have a Roadhog. It was Ryan Zarya Diva, right? And wait, is this quad tank? This is quad tank.
This is quad tank.
This is quad tank. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's quad tank.
Quad tank.
Quad tank. Okay, never mind.
Fun fact, did you know you could look at the telescope?
Yeah. Yep, I did. You can also open the bay doors larger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Didn't know that. Milk's a little AFK here.
He's just chilling.
Yeah. Wonder's a little confused too. Does the Bulldogs gonna push through here on Horizon Lunar Colony? My least favorite map. Hate this map with a burning passion.
I like it for Widow.
So.
As long as they don't run a dive comp.
Yeah. Let's see what the. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what's
But
going on.
the thing is, Ghost is so
Oh,
good.
what is this strat?
Yeah. Did look like they tried to. This happened to the Bulldogs last week, I think. Or maybe it happened during our scrims. I don't remember. I think this actually happened on our scrims. It was a Doomfist, though, only. Bulldogs can actually get some kills here, which is good, because those staggers... And look at that. Look at that. Somebody's up there capping. They already got us a tick.
That's true.
That plan, I don't
Totally
think that
worth it.
plan worked
Worth
out
it.
for the enemy team at all. I think that didn't work.
Worth it for the Bulldogs. Even though they lost some major key roles in that situation.
Wonder threw in and killed himself because he needed to remech.
That explains that.
Better solution to this. Now, you would lose ult charge. You should have just went back to spawn, switched heroes, and then switched back again. I've seen a lot of pros do that in Overwatch League. I think that's actually the best solution to that problem. So, Bulldogs now have to wait for him to come back when he could have just came back with the team.
But we do have a tick at 3 minutes, so that's really good.
Yeah, that is really good. The Bulldogs didn't even really make it to point as a team, and they were able to get a tick off, so that's huge. It does look like there's a Reaper and a Reinhardt coming from behind as well. Lots of cheeky stuff here trying to come in. They were able to... Oh, no, the Shatter coming in. That's the whole team. That's the whole team down, and that's going to be it. They're going to lose that fight. Super unfortunate there for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Wonder needs to get the heck out of there. And now he's demexed, and now he's going to have to feed.
The positioning from the Broncos is actually insane.
Yeah, they're making really interesting plays here. I think the problem is that the Bulldogs they're playing super aggressive, right? So when they play super aggressive, you kind of have to just, what's in front of me, what's in front of me, what's in front of me? And like, if you play well enough on a defense where it's like, okay, if they're only focusing on what's in front of them, let's put some pressure on their back lines, and then when they have to fight from two sides, GOATS comp kind of falls apart. So, it's definitely smart there for California to really kind of do that, from the Broncos to really kind of have that. Now, the Bulldogs coming through on this side, there's really nowhere from the enemy team to go. You know, playing super aggressive into that Widow. That Widow's bad positioning it just at the end of the day. Now, most of the Bulldogs are purple there from the Biotic Nade, and the Reaper ultimate coming through. That's going to be really bad for the Bulldogs here. It doesn't look like they're probably going to win this. Wonder, again, the last person alive. He's going to be able to get out, though. He's not going to get demacked. So that's going to be nice. Bri in the back line. Sneaky, sneaky Sombra. Sneaky, sneaky. Is she going to get nerfed here?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think she's used enough to be a nerf.
Oh, they did. They
spotted her. She's trying
yeah,
to
he
get
shouldn't
away.
have sprayed. BT dubs. He could have been killed there. Yeah, that was bad. Anyways, Bull's gonna come through here. Let's see. Let's see if Bri can charge that EMP because I'm sure the. Oh no.
Oh no!
That's
shatter.
not good. That shatter was huge, but it does look like the Bulldogs.
And the grab.
But that bomb. Did he pop his bomb?
No.
He didn't. No. No, they totally could have used that to like zone them out.
The hack though. The huge
that
hack.
Could be huge. That could be huge. Lots of ultimates coming in here from the Bulldogs. They're not dealing enough damage. They needed that Diva bomb. I think they really needed that Diva bomb. I think they wanted to save it just in case.
But somebody's on site.
Yeah, just look at most of the Bulldogs are
2 ticks.
on site. Yeah, keep them off. The Bulldogs might actually get this. No, the Reaper's coming through with his ultimate. They did get 2 kicks. They're almost
so close.
They were so
to a third.
close. Yeah.
99.7%.
They didn't have enough CC. That's really what it was at the end of the day. They didn't have enough people to boop off. You know, the Reaper, you know, his ghosty. God, what is it called? I just usually say fade.
Yeah, I just call it shift.
It's Reaper no fade.
It's a shift.
That's the call. Anyways,
yeah, Reaper no fade.
Reaper no fade. That's the call.
There we
that's
go.
the call when he doesn't have it.
All right.
Anyways, you know, you know, when you can move in like that, you can't really CC him. Bulldog's already like kind of up there. Adam's already kind of putting pressure on the front lines. Whoever's on Doomfist, Wonder getting very low. Bulldog's coming down here through here down 2 now. This is kind of looking like a lost fight here for the Bulldogs. Looking like they're probably going to get full healed here on attack. They did get 2 ticks, 2 ticks that they really had no business getting. I keep saying that, but the Bulldogs kind of have no business in a lot of this stuff.
99.7% they had the ticks.
That was really what it was.
99.7.
Unluckers. I'm on
Sad face.
Pepe hands, man.
Yes, for sure. Pepe
Hardcore
hands.
Pepe
Look
hands.
at that. 99.7%. That's huge. All right. Let's look at the lineup.
That means they literally have to push the entire 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bulldogs have to full hold them.
99.8%.
I don't know how likely that is.
I don't know,
Let's be
yeah.
real here. Odds are not in the Bulldogs' favor.
I was kind of curious if Adam, at the last second there, was going to go behind them in the site and boop them through the hole. Because they were focused through the hole.
That would have been really smart, because then they could have gotten that extra cap.
That's what I was curious
Yeah.
about. But he stopped himself and looked behind him, and his team was nowhere nearby. So,
so
in the end, it was a good idea.
But
I
he
think
had
he
nobody
wanted
help
to,
him,
but
yeah.
there was no help.
Yeah.
So, if his team was there, I think he
Yeah.
would have done it. I
Yeah.
thought he was going to, but I could have been wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that comp again one more time.
It does look like they're running a pretty typical. This is their typical defense comp that we see out of them on Horizon Lunar Colony. You usually see the Hanzo and or maybe a McCree and then a Junkrat.
Right.
So this is pretty typical here from the Bulldogs. Who's on the other support right now? Is it Milk?
Milk and Wolf.
Okay, and then Wonders on DPS with Brad. Okay.
Yes.
Wolf typically on support. I just want to see if who they had on support and replace for Telos in this map. But I think good choices. Good choices here. Wolf on the Moira. They're gonna have lots of healing.
I hope to see Bri get some cheeky picks from this position.
It'd be really interesting to see, because if the enemy team doesn't have, if it's running a goats comp or like that quad tank idea, Bry's not gonna be able to do a lot when it comes to getting fat picks, but he's gonna be able to do a lot of damage with his storm arrow. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do. Ricochet on high ground. We're doing some big scouting here. It does look like the enemy team's running an Ana. I couldn't see the rest of it. Looks like they're running a pretty typical goats path here up this stairwell. Bry getting ready with his storm arrow. Not really too sure. Oh, looks like they went outside.
They're going outside.
Somebody went
That's
outside,
a
but Bry
Torb.
killing the Torb turret. Yeah, it looked like they were trying to run something with a Torb here, but it doesn't look like it worked in their favor. Looks like the Bulldogs trying to hold them here. They are outside, and the Bulldogs don't want to push outside. Looks like they held the Torb turret again. Adam getting some charge, but not a lot. Looks like the Zarya is stuck out here, and it looks like they're able to pick the Zarya
Picked
off. Definitely huge. Looks like that Torb turret getting melted very easily.
Just waste their time.
I think
If they
they're
want to
kind
stay
of stuck
outside, that's
as
fine.
well. Yeah.
Just let them stay out there if they want to stay out there. There's no need to push.
Adam's pushing forward to get a little bit of charge here.
Right.
But but eventually that Zarya is going to be able to come back and regroup with them if they're not paying attention. So.
And it looks like everyone's focused on this. Okay, Wonder is keeping an eye on it.
Looks like that Zarya is coming.
That.
You know, they can't commit too many resources to it, but as long as the team knows, then they're fine. Zarya is going to be trying to regroup outside right now. That's happening. If the ball is going to
Ricochet
be on their
has
pick,
1 HP.
Oh, does he really? Well, Ana getting some healing, but Wonder dying in the process. Now they're going to commit. Now that they got that pick, Broncos are going to commit to that, and it looks like 2 Bulldogs go down in the process. Milk getting a kill himself, but Ricochet going down. Milk getting 2 kills on that Moira. Adam full charged here, does have his own personal bubble. Oh, missing a couple seconds of his laser there was super unfortunate because that could have actually spelled trouble and killed that that soldier. But it does look like the Bulldogs are probably going to lose this here. They need to stagger on, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Broncos knew that they really only needed to cap to win this point, and with that Torb turret, that's going to be it for the Bulldogs. They're going to get beat here 0-2 again.
Yes.
Unluckers, I hope they don't skip this play of the game. I wanted to see it the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this shatter. It's gonna be a shatter, right? It's
I mean,
be.
when isn't it a shatter? Okay, let's just skip it. All right. Awesome.
California.
Sad face.
They must hate fun.
I guess.
Polytechnic Institute.
Let's not watch any replays.
They must hate fun. That's what
right.
that sounds like to me. I don't know if they want to do a friendly scrimmage. It doesn't look like it. The Bulldogs did back out.
Yep.
They left.
I'm gone.
They did lose both their matches, but they did come off a 3-week no map loss, nothing loss streak. They've been undefeated for the past 3 weeks.
Not even a round.
Yeah, not even a round. They didn't even lose a map at all.
That was insane.
No, they did lose a round. They lost.
Well, that was
on Nepal. They lost
King of the Hill, right?
They lost part of Nepal.
Was that a King of the Hill?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was assault. Yeah, or not assault, but yeah. So
that 0.3%, dude. 0.3.
It's not the end of the world that the Bulldogs lost. They're they were 11-5. Now they're 11-7.
I am actually proud of the Bulldogs though. Going into this fight, the SR difference was insane compared to the last team they played, and then they looked like they were more confident and played better against the second team.
Yeah, they did. I think so too. I think they played a lot better against the second team, especially on Busan. They very well could have won Busan. I think so.
For sure.
I think, again, we would like to call back that I think it's really unfortunate that Telos couldn't be here this week.
Yes.
Because I think Bulldogs actually had a really good shot with Telos, his Zen play is out of this world. So I really think that with him, I think the Bulldogs would have had an even greater opportunity, and they came really close already. Not to say that anybody that played Zen did a bad job.
0.3%.
But, 0.3%, I think. But, anyways, if that's not showing how close it was, I mean, I think showing, they did get swept 2-0 on both maps, but I think they could have pushed it to map 3s and even won those if they, had him back. And I think that really says something about the Bulldogs' teamwork, because a lot of them are, they're a lot like lower SR than a lot of these players as well, but they're able to keep up with these really high SR teams, and that really says something.
And you didn't see the Bulldogs crumble when they started losing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They kept that confidence level. They kept the communication. The morale was there.
Yeah.
The teamwork. And it worked out in the end. Obviously, you saw in the beginning the work up to where they were in the second map, but it looked overall well done by the Bulldogs. They played really well. The only thing they have to do is fix those minor fixes of communication.
Yeah, I think so. If you look at let's look at the current state of Overwatch right now, right? Where you hear a lot even of pro players, and they're like, the game is horrible to play right now. We can't handle playing this game. It's not fun. The environment's toxic and competitive ladder.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's disgusting. Everything. We hate it. We hate it right now.
It's a lot of competitive.
But then
games.
you look at this team play right here, right?
Yeah.
You look at the team play, you look at pugs, you look at those kind of things, and especially look at the Bulldogs here. When they come through and they're losing their down, they don't stick their head in the dirt, they don't get upset, they keep trudging forward.
Right.
And I think that's really important, and that's why they were able to come through and win maps like the second map of Busan. They didn't let it get them down, and I think that's super important. And I think once they, we come back, we regroup, we analyze why we lost the next week, I think we have huge opportunities this following week to do a lot better. And I think that really, we're going to drop down a little bit in the SR ladder. So I think we're going to be playing some teams that aren't, as good as these
up
teams.
to par.
Yeah, so
yes.
I think that's going to be huge. I think that's going to be huge, and I think that's going to be really awesome.
So thank you guys for watching. We'd like to say big thanks to Balls. We'd like to say big
thanks to Balls. Balls energy drinks.
our production crew as
We're
well.
not actually sponsored by Balls.
No, we're not sponsored by Balls.
But,
But in the future, we may be.
yeah,
All
who
right.
knows? So looks like the Bulldogs sadly coming away with a loss here. Ricochet keeps inviting us to a group, but
I don't know.
I want to just make sure that there's not.
I would thank you guys
Yeah,
for
okay.
watching.
There's
We'd
nothing
like to
important.
see you next week at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like any kind of like crazy stuff going on with Ricochet inviting
Yeah,
us. I think we're good. I think
It
we're
is
good.
Thanksgiving weekend, though.
Yeah, it is Thanksgiving weekend, so you may see some even weirder rosters coming out of the
That's
Bulldog next
true.
week, depending on who comes back from Thanksgiving break.
No, 'cause
Maybe-
why not?
Maybe you'll see me play. I am on the roster. Who knows? Winky face.
0.3%.
Winky face. Anyways, 0.3%. Anyways, you should see the return of Telos. You should see the return of the full roster. We'll be back. We'll be here next week, 8 p.m. Sunday. Hopefully the Bulldogs will come out victorious. So he's Unknown HD. I am Umlaut A. You can find us on all social media. I'm Umlaut_A on just
To
about
be
anything.
exact, yes.
Yeah. And then he's Unknown HD with 2 N's, right?
2 N's at the
Two
end.
N's.
Yes.
2 N's at the end. Unknown. So follow Bulldog Esports on
Yeah,
all
for
of our
sure.
social media. Yeah. You probably saw it down below like most of the games, but
We are on the Rock video. TVs?
Yeah, I want to verify that that's still
That's
happening.
still happening? All right.
Yeah.
We're not going to...
We were on the Rock.
No
Yeah,
confirms yet.
It's
It's iffy. All right.
We think so.
right.
Anyways, so hopefully we'll come back next week and the Bulldogs will have some victories. Please make sure to join our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, join our Discord if you're a Ferris student. Anyways,
Sunday at 8 p.m.
yeah. Also, if you want to play Bulldog Esports Overwatch,
Join our Discord.
join our Discord because our gold team is currently looking for players.
We are,
So,
yes.
If you guys want to play, you want to try out, give us a buzz.
Let us know.
Let's hopefully
We
we'll
look
have
forward
a
to
full
seeing you
gold
guys
team
next
too.
weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully with a full gold team.
Yeah, hopefully with a full gold team. That'd be great. I'd love that. So I'd love to have two good Bulldog Overwatch teams. So hopefully we'll have that next week.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
yeah, if you guys are interested, join the Discord. Anyways, that's gonna be it for us.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a
Thank
good
you for
one.
watching.